I don't know if anybody else is having a problem with their internet connection today, but I am. I'm stirring this epoxy. It's hurting me. But you got to get your stir on. Because what you can't do is have it all not mixed. You got to mix the sides and everything. It's killing my arms right now, but let's see. I'm mixing. So I did a previous video, you guys, with this epoxy. I mean, not epoxy, but I was showing y'all how to use this spinner with the heaviest beer mug that you can get from Dollar Tree. This thing is heavy, with a capital heavy. And it's just hard. It was hard for me to try to spin anything with on this spinner. To spin, you know, this on the spinner because it's so heavy. Now this has been on here for a while. Let me see if it's going to touch the paper. I'm sure it will. Oh, it's not even touching the paper. Okay, that's cool. So I want to put my epoxy on here. And it has bubbles in it, but I'm gonna do the bubbles. I'm gonna try kind of pop them as I'm putting it on here, okay? So can y'all see what I'm doing? All right. This is not the live. What am I? I'm trying to look at the live and I'm looking at the old one. Let's see. Now, this is the current one. Okay. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to everyone who's watching. God bless. It's a new day. So, I found my spinner. If you look at my prior video, you will see what I was talking about on that video. And today, I'm just going to, ew, I got it on my hand. I haven't done this in a long time, guys. So this is fun, but a little intimidating because I haven't done this in a long time. I haven't used epoxy on a mug in a long time. So bear with me. I'm sure there's going to be people on here telling me I'm doing something wrong. Oh, well. I got to pour it on here like this because, like I said, I haven't done it in a while, and I'm trying to get it smooth on here. I keep missing this one spot right here, but I'm okay. This is really for demonstration purposes only until I get my groove back because I haven't done this again in a while. So I'm just trying to get my groove back over here. This spot right here needs some more. See, it wasn't touching it, and now it's touching it, I guess, because I'm actually bearing down on it a little bit, putting this epoxy on it. See, now I want to act up. Wasn't doing it before, but it's okay. We're going to get through this. This too shall pass. Look, we are going to get through this. It was laying there nice and flat until I started doing this. And this, I guess, and me doing this is just making it bear down a little bit. But I'm doing it from top to bottom. Okay? I'm trying to make sure I have an even coat, even in between there. Okay? Epoxy can be messy. It really can be messy, but I'm here for the messiness. So let that spin for a minute. I want to do a nice even coat. And y'all, when I tell you epoxy is messy, you gotta be careful. That's why you gotta wear gloves. You gotta make sure it's not getting on your stuff. Okay, so I have these gloves. Take these gloves off because I have to touch stuff. And I'm gonna get this paper towel because I don't want this all on my desk, but I don't want this to be touching my mug. I don't want it on my desk either. So this, these are the kind of projects that you do earlier in the morning because time goes by so fast. You just want to do this earlier in the day. But y'all know me by now. I do stuff impromptu. I usually don't have a set time to do stuff, and my husband keeps telling me that I should make a schedule to set so people can, you know, follow. Come on when I'm live. I can have more people coming on because at least they'll know I'm live. But for right now, this is what I do. I'm going to actually try to set up a timer. It seems like every time I try to set up a timer, something always comes up that I keep. Alcohol ink. I've had alcohol ink for a long time. That's like a green, blue. This is green. This is pigment green. Let's see how dark this one is. Oh, now that's green. Yeah, that's the one I want right there. That green. That's that good green right there. So y'all know I love epoxy, and if you don't know, now you know. I mean, not epoxy. What's this stuff called? Alcohol ink. So let's see what's gonna happen with this. Because I took my gloves off. I see some weird looking spots over there, but let's just start dropping, okay? And one. It's not very dark. Is this the one I wanted? Yeah, it's not very dark on there, is it? Let's try it again. Shake. Look, it's not very dark. Let's do a droppy woppy right there. And a droppy woppy right there. And a droppy woppy right there. That's not very dark. Come on, y'all. I need the dark. Let's go. I need a dark. We're not darkened enough. You can't even see that. Come on, epoxy. Look. Come on, alcohol ink. Let's do us. Let's do good over here. We want green. That looks blue. But when you drop it, it looks... You see how it's spinning? It looked blue when I just dropped it on there. I don't want blue. Y'all, I'm gonna have to get me some mica powder and mix it up because the green ain't greening. The green ain't greening. I need the green, y'all. The green is not greening. Let's see. Can we find a do good green in here? This is a lime green. I don't want no lime green. I want some green. Now this is screaming at me. It says green like the other one. Let's try this green, because look at it. This green that melted in there. You can't even see it. Oh, this one not even open, y'all. This is a new one. Let's see. Ooh, that's... All right, let's try this one. Oh, now that's greening. That's greening. What? Oh, we getting our green on. We getting our green. There you go. There you go, green. Where you been all my life? There you are. That's the green I'm talking about right there. Look at that. Get it, green. Get it, green. Get it, green. We're doing this because we're doing it for the green team. Yes. The green team. I know it's early, y'all, but I gotta be doing what I do. We got green. We're gonna put a little black up in there. Put a little black. We don't want the black to overpower anything, but we're gonna put it on in there. Get the little on there. Get the little on there. Get it on there. See how that's gonna turn out. We just gonna let her spin, and we're gonna let her do what she does. Anybody out there use alcohol ink and mica powders? But I need my green to be greening. Where that green that was hollering at me? It was hollering at me. See, it's hollering at me. Green. Good morning to everyone who's watching. I'm really trying to... I haven't done this in a long time. And those of y'all who've been with me for a long time, y'all know I have not done this in such a long time. Ooh, the black is blacking, y'all. The black is blacking for real. That black said, I'm here. We see you. Now this is going to be the kicker right here. Thank you for the thumbs up. This is going to be the kicker right here. Can y'all see? This is white. I'm almost scared to use this. But I'm going to try it. Let's see. You're probably supposed to put the white on the green. Why are you being so slow? Come on, white. Come on. Let's do this. Uh-oh. That was a lot. I got a little too excited with that one. Come on. I just want some... That was too much. It's hard to come out. I'm trying to drop it gingerly, but I'm finding myself I have to squeeze it kind of hard for it to come out. That one just flew off and said, I'm not working with you today. Look. It's not helping. Me and this sight in one eye kind of thing ain't working. The white's not waiting for me. But the green is... I ain't mad at the green because the green is greening. It's doing what it's supposed to do. I got a whole project. That's why I'm doing this, for real. Yo, I'm happy. It's doing. I told you I haven't done this in a long time. But I don't want too many spaces that's not covered. I'm trying to do a nice amount of and I like the way the black spots are melting. spot is so open right there. I don't know what happened to the green right there, but see how that spread? That was spreading pretty good. All right, put some more white in it. The white is making it do a couple of things. I think I like it too. Only thing is I can't get it out. Come on, white. That spot right there is making it look cloudy. Y'all see what I'm talking about? Keep letting it spin and do what it's doing. Look at the cloudiness. I like the way it's doing that. It's a spot on here, like right in here, that's driving me crazy. It's not my finger. All right, and then you just let it spin and just let it spin and let it do what it's doing. You see? And it's just spinning. And it's doing its own chemical reaction. And then you put that on the white spot, you put some more green. Because I don't really want it to be just white like that. But I like the way it's cloudy. You see how that's making it look like a cloud? It's not supposed to just sit like that. It's supposed to do something. See how it's spreading in there? That's how I want it. I want it to spread just like that. The white, it's an enhancer. It's not supposed to be just white. See how that's blending like that right there? That's how I want this to blend all the way. It just looks like a weird cloud. Like, look at this. I love the way that looks. It's a weird blend that it's doing. It's almost starting to look like fatigues. I like that part right there. It's cloudy. Let the cloudiness. I love the way that looks. Look at that. See, with these things, they will be truly unique. No two will turn out the same, ever. They can't, because the way the ink is rolling with the epoxy, you might get a similar result, but not an exact. I think that's enough. For what I want to use this for, I think this is nice. And this cup has been on here spinning for hours. Well, for an hour at least. Because I was on earlier and it was spinning. And it's been spinning for about an hour. Actually. But I did it for demonstration purposes. If you can go and look at the video prior to this, you'll see what I was talking about. I was talking about the spinner. This is a very heavy beer mug from Dollar Tree. It's the biggest mug and the heaviest mug. And I was demonstrating how to get it on your spinner and having it hold. Because before, when I tried to do it, I couldn't do it because the spinner wasn't holding it. And so now that I have these pieces that are actually used for ink pens, to spin ink pens, I inserted this inside. I inserted 2 of these inside of the beer mug. And now my beer mug is holding steady. Look, it hasn't moved, it hasn't adjusted or anything. It's just two of these inside of the mug holding the mug. And I'm very happy about that because now I know I can spin mugs. I can make custom beer mugs now because of this. And you see how the white is blending and it looks like clouds? I love this effect. I really do. I'm going to put a little green on that white because it's not supposed to be just white like that. But as the cup spins, it just lets the alcohol ink do its little dance and come up with a beautiful design. So this is going to spin for hours and hours and hours. And then when it is done, I'll show you the result of this coming, how it comes out. I presume it all washes off eventually since it's not color infused glass. No, this is epoxy. When you use epoxy, epoxy resin is a hardener. It's a hard, it's like a glaze, but it's hard and it doesn't come off. You have to mix the epoxy and the resin together and it becomes hard. Like, see this right here? See how hard this is? This is epoxy resin. I made these the other day using real eggshells. I cut a hole in the eggshell, I poured the epoxy resin in it, and this is what came of it, okay? So this is how epoxy does. And you can put this, you can put it in a dishwasher, it won't come off. You can put it, you know, in water. You can submerge it in water and everything, and it won't come off because it hardens. And it essentially seems like it turns into glass. So it's a part of the glass now. You don't have to worry about the inks coming off because this epoxy resin is sealing the ink onto the glass. It's actually sealing it. So no, it won't wash off. The epoxy is a whole sealer. It's just not going to wash off at all. But I love the fact that I was able to discover, you know, these things to hold the glass, because if the glass is uneven, it's going to make your design look real crazy. If it's uneven, if the glass is like wobbly and wonky. Because when I first tried to do it years ago, I could never get the glass to stay up. But I didn't have these when I was trying it. This is actually for ink pens, to spin ink pens on the spinner if you're putting epoxy on your ink pens. But what I discovered this morning, thank God, is to put this inside these mugs and it will spin it. And you can see the handle's not touching the bottom. The way I had it before, it was leaning like this, and it just wasn't working out for me, so I gave up. Until this morning, I sat here and I tried it, and guess what? It's working. So I haven't spun anything in such a long time, but I'm excited to see how this is going to turn out. And I did black, green, and white, and I love how the white just mixed the colors. It really mixed the colors. And with the epoxy, there's an A and B side, and you have to make sure you mix it well enough so that the epoxy will harden like it's supposed to. If it doesn't harden, then you're in trouble. And what a lot of people do is when they make things like this, they usually use 2 coats of epoxy. I'm just using 1. This is really experimental for me because I haven't done it in a long time. So, hi, how are you? And what are you doing? I'm making a beer mug. For lack of a better word, I'm making a mug. And I'm doing it with epoxy and alcohol ink. I haven't done this in years. I used to use epoxy and alcohol ink and mica powder years ago. But this is a beer mug from Dollar Tree. Usually see these out during St. Patrick's Day. But they put them out. They've been out all year, you know. So I just wanted to try this. I'm definitely try to see if I can get it to stick on, because when I tried before, I didn't stick on. But now it's on because I'm using which I thought was a great idea that came to me this morning, thank God. So, that's what happened. Oh, that makes sense. I thought it would just die. No, it is this ink, it's alcohol ink, but with the epoxy, when it hardens over, it is not coming off. Oh, that's cool. I hope it turns out good. I bet it will. Thank you so much. The audio was glitching. Audio was glitching out. Just a heads up. Thank you for telling me that. The internet's been shoddy this morning. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on. But the internet on my phone and on my computer has been very, very shoddy. Hey, Ashley. What's up, Ashley? Hey, Ruth. She said the sound is glitching. I'm not sure what is going on with the internet this morning, but y'all can see that this is a dream of mine, something that I've been wanting to do, but didn't know how to do it. But Ruth, I've been using this ink pen holder. This is an ink pen spinner. I used to do epoxy pens, and I don't know, the idea just came to me this morning. I know it was God showing me to put these inside of this heavy mug from Dollar Tree. This is the heaviest, biggest mug they have. And at times before, I tried to put it on here and it was too wonky. It was sideways. It wouldn't hold. But I put 2 of these in here this morning and it's holding like a charm. Even the bottom is not even touching. The handle's not even touching the bottom, which for me is awesome. I'm doing good, Ashley. Wasn't feeling too great yesterday. Still not feeling the best, but I feel better than I felt yesterday. Thanking God for that. Yeah. How are you doing? Good. You said I'm great. How are you? Yep. How long do you let the epoxy set? Well, the rule for this is it'll probably sit for 6 to 8 hours at least. A lot of people let theirs spin for 24 hours. I'm going to let it sit for at least 6 to 8 hours. As long as it doesn't start drooping, I might have to readjust it. But it'll start hardening. It'll start hardening in about 4 hours or so. I put a thin coat on it. I didn't put a really huge coat on it, but I did a thin coat on it. And it shouldn't take as long to harden, but the thing is that it needs to spin for at least 6 hours. Some epoxies can spin for less than that, and it'll be fine. But it really doesn't cure. It doesn't cure fully for really about a week. I would, if I was making this for somebody, I would tell them don't use this for at least a week, because you really want the epoxy to harden to its fullest, and you don't want any troubles. You know what I mean? You just want it to be hard and not have any problems. Epoxy resin is a toxin. I usually make these anyway, just for novelty purposes. I don't really make these. When I use epoxy, I don't really make epoxy for people to actually drink out of them, unless I only went like part of the way up instead of going all the way up to the mouth part. However, there is a such thing as epoxy that's food grade. If there's a such thing, it is a such thing as food grade. You can use epoxy for things like this, and people can actually drink out of them without having to worry about any carcinogens in them or anything like that. So this one is not that. That's why I'm saying these, I would only make these for novelty purposes, because I wouldn't want anybody to get sick behind, anything that I make. And they tell you on the package whether it's food safe or not. And I haven't even looked for food safe, because again, I don't use these for people to drink out of. Just pure decorative. Let me see what you guys are saying. Cool, haven't seen you use the spinner in a while. Ruth, I promise you, my husband and I paid this guy to help me go through the closets. I'm telling you, because we moved from a 3-bedroom to a 2-bedroom, my closets are so full. I don't have the energy to do it. Every time I try to do it, I get sick. So I can't do it. So we came together and decided we were going to pay somebody to help me go through the closet, and it was worth it because I found both of my spinners. I found both of them. Sorry to hear that you weren't feeling good yesterday, and I hope you feel more better. I'm trying, Ashley. It's I just been ripping and running and doing all kind of things. That's my body was like, you need to chill, girl. And sometimes we don't listen. So Bazooka said it makes sense. I've always heard the 24-hour rule for epoxy. Yeah, decorative for sure. Yup. What's novelty? Decorative is just something that you sit on your desk. You don't use it to drink out of. That's what the novelty is. I'm going to do something else with this after it dries. I'm going to put stickers on here, for my Philly team. I'm going to put stickers on here. And, there's Rhonda's brother-in-law. He loves, buying sports things. And his particular team is the green team from Philadelphia. I ain't saying no names. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The football team. And he loves that football team. So I think, even though this is a an experiment for me because I haven't done epoxy spinning, this in a long time, I might just give it to him or give it to him at a reduced rate because he uses this stuff. He says he has a room with a cabinet that he sets all of this stuff in. So I think he's going to love this. When I say it, Rhonda does not know I'm making this. Um, See, I do things when they come to my mind. If I have everything I need, I try to do it, and I do it early in the morning when nobody's here. It's quiet. I can think. God can speak to me, and He truly showed me how to do this morning because I've been wanting to do this, but I could never get myself to hold up. They're so happy. Truly happy. Appreciation. Thank you. Thank you for the heart. Very nice, your fan, the green team. He really loves this. So I really think I'm going to have another spinner, and it's been so long ago I don't even remember where I got any of this stuff from. But the alcohol inks I got from Amazon, the epoxy I got from Amazon. Um, and so far I like it. I don't see any bumps or bubbles in it. I said bumps. I don't see any bubbles in it. It looks very smooth. It looks very smooth, and I love it. When I put the white on it, the white just made it look cloudy. not bad cloudy, but like, I don't know how would I explain it. Can y'all see it though for real? This is how it looks. It's looking so nice. Okay, here's the light. Y'all can see. I do see some bubbles in it now that I see the light. They're very, very fine bubbles. But look, can y'all see that? Look at the color. Very nice. Very nice. I think this is going to turn out very pretty. If I try another one, I'm going to try it with, what is it called? Mica powder. But with mica powder, you have to pour it on there like that. The alcohol ink, you could just squeeze it out the bottle or let it drip out the bottle, and you got your little colors going on like this. And yes, this is dark. It's very dark, but that was the intention. That was the intention because of the team colors that I'm using. Probably going to, but I'm going to take this off of my desk and set it somewhere else because I need the space on my desk. So I'm going to set this somewhere else at some point today. I'm just going to let it finish spinning right now. And because I don't have anything else to do, I got to get ready for the doctor today. And I'm just going to let this baby spin and do what it does. I think it turned out really pretty. Let me know in the comment section how you think this turned out. You think it's nice? Do you think it's going to be nice? What do you think? I even got it on the handle, too. This is so cool to me. I'm proud of it. I'm going to see what it looks like after it gets done. Because I see some clear spots. I didn't want any clear spots on here. But hey, this is a learning experience for me. And what's this say? Learning experience, and I'm super excited. Can you guys hear me? So this is my project for today, March 10th, 2025. And I think I'm excited. I think I'm excited. All right. I'm about to go ahead and get myself ready for going to the doctor. Don't feel like it, but I got to go. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Y'all have a blessed day. Give me a thumbs up. And if you like this, put a heart in the comment section. I don't know if you guys can hear me because somebody said I was glitching again. I don't know what is going on with the internet this morning, but it is what it is. All right. Y'all know I'm impatient and I just want to touch it already, but I can't. because it hasn't even been spinning for 2 hours yet. So I'm going to just let this chill on the desky desk. And if this turns out right, y'all ain't going to be no stopping me. If this turns out okay, it's going to be no stopping me. I'm going to figure other things out to do with this, and we going to have a party.